what I want you to take away, Riley, is don't be a fucking change-up guy, man. What a change-up guy is, or don't be a promoter, man. And I'm not saying like as a profession, but I'm just saying as personality. Um, don't be a change-up guy. Change-up guy is somebody that in a room of people he's trying to impress. A change-up guy will typically, you know, and this is kind of a like loose reference, but they're the guy that sits there promoting about all the things that they know how to do, or oh yeah, and I know, and yeah I know, and oh yeah I know that, and not necessarily a know-it-all, but he's got the biggest balls, and he's can carry the heaviest loads, and that type of character, somebody that he can do it all kind of shit. And then when it comes to and there's one question to always seed him out, and that's, hey man, have you actually have you done this before? And that being question, the response with a direct motherfucker he knows you can't bullshit is, well, no, man, you see, I watched it one time on TV, or no, man, but I had this buddy one time and he told me that this is all you got to do, and oh, man, and then he starts skating from there, like, oh, hell no, man, anything you can do to take the radar off of him, and then he ends up, his true colors end up being shown or seen, and he ends up changing his position. Oh, well, okay, well, I said that, but that's not what I meant. And they usually end up turning into a fucking squirrel. And all this is, Riley, is helping you identify yourself. Because the next worst thing is a promoter. And a promoter is one of those fucking squirrels that actually skates and makes his way to fucking adult malehood, and ends up getting with... And understand, please, that I am multi-racially influenced. I'm a fucking Neapolitan ice cream. Point blank, I'm a fucking Neapolitan ice cream. Look at it that way. No colors. So, but he ends up being a promoter, and ends up being one of these motherfuckers, one of these characters out here, Riley, that ends up spoiling the pot. What I mean by spoiling the pot is, you can usually tell you're in the wake of, or you're coming up behind one of these fucking individuals, because there will be a female friend of yours, or whatever, and she usually has a bunch of gripe, and I'm not saying specifics or the wham typical girl come rescue me kind of shit. I'm talking about she ends up having this guard over this exposure to a fucking fraud male, and it's a motherfucker who preaches and boasts and promotes all this shit that he knows how to do, and then as soon as the fucking shit happens and she comes to him, hey, you're my man, hey, help fix this, motherfucker don't know what to do, or she ends up finding out that, hey, they gotta fucking call somebody to come in and do this shit, because he was a fraud, he was a fake, he was a full of shit motherfucker, like 95% of the dudes out there are anyways, in some form or fashion. And I'm not fucking taking sides, I'm not starting arguments. Understand, this is for my son to be guided, so that he don't end up like, if you do identify one, you sorry motherfuckers. But with that being said, that's it, Riley. Don't be a change up, don't be a fake or no fraud, no promoter about shit like that, man. Solidify what you know, solidify the skill set. And I can tell you this much, kid, I learned a lot more valuable skills as an adult than as I did as a child. I mean, the lessons I learned at a younger age, as a child, or adolescent, teenage boy, whatever, the lessons that I learned were learned at a harsh expense. Something that doesn't have to be difficult. And I'm not saying it was either grandfather or me. I'm saying, if in that case, it would be all my fault, because I'm the one that didn't know when I was young and stupid, right? And so to prevent or alleviate being older and stupid, I make sure that I'm solid with how I learn, where I learn, what I learn, from the resource that needs to come from, you know, as far as it being instructed, so that it becomes a skill set of mine. But you're going to run into it on the professional side, on the business side, on the teammate side, on the friendship side, even relationship. A bitch with change up is a bitch that stays changing. And I mean, and I use that loosely too, because most of the time they some fucking boo ass bitches, man. They end up just being moochers and shit, man. But we're gonna try to curb that, son. You're my son. I'm trying to give you the game, I guess, as it would be referred to or called, or give you some kind of game, so that you're not blindsided by none of the bullshit. And I do believe that as I wrap my head around things and grow and develop, further my skill assets, my well-being, that you know, we can target more specifically on things, and then that'll be what unfolds, and you can draw to and know that your fucking pop is around, man. And I'm not just gonna, I don't know, I didn't hop to another fucking family. I don't know, I'm not really sure what's being shared on that side, or if anything's being shared at all, or it's just like I fucking disappeared. But no, I didn't fucking disappear, man. Riley, I will fuck shit up, dude. I'm good at it, and I'm good at getting away with it. But it's going to be a testament, you know, let this stand as a testament of personal character and value and integrity, and of the men that were before me that guided me and my hand as it is now, and just as so a little justification, I guess, to your mother that no, I wasn't a fake, I wasn't a fraud, I wasn't a cheater, a drug addict, a fucking liar, a thief, a fucking whatever a woman can make a man. Fine, okay, now that the spectacle is made, I'll stand righteous, because it's the position I've always stood in while you were given the barrage of bullshit. And alright, still been here doing the same fucking thing, man, because ain't nobody gonna waver me, man. I love my dad more than fucking anybody in this world, and even after the fact, nobody's gonna take that away from me. Nobody will ever fucking change that, because I know my dad died on fucking principle. I know that because all the fucking mass of people that was at his funeral. So I'm not gonna fucking be some stupid fuck to tarnish that name or the image of my mother, regardless if she was around or not, or my father was physical. No, fuck no. I am a representation of, including a good majority, the best part of, you know, my learning years and giving years, your mother. So I was a good man. You know, I mean, I had no reason not to be. Your mother was a good woman. So this will stand testament to that too, that no, you know, people were wrong. People can be wrong. But with me specifically, I'm not the fucking type to let you fucking mow over no bullshit. You better come with fucking fact, or stand and fucking in my face bring that shit to light. Cause I ain't ever done anything that I've had to be fucking afraid of, deny. I ain't one of them fucking cats, man. Nah, I'll eat mines if I'm the fucking one that served this shit. So let that be what it is. Love you, kid. Talk to you on the next one.